This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction.
Welcome back, everybody. Happy April Fool's Day.
Jokes.
Got
the jokes. God.
I was pretty on point this morning when I opened up Facebook, and the first thing I saw was Titanfall announces Optimus Prime DLC, and I'm like, no.
That's so good.
I'm like, my initial reaction was, that looks like shit. And then I fucking played the video and watched the trailer, and I went, oh yeah, it's April Fool's Day. Nope.
Oh yeah.
Nope, they didn't get me on that one, but I did share it. The only one that really got me today was George Takei got me.
What did he do?
Oh, he posted first thing this morning, like after months of petitioning or something, I'm finally going to be hosting Saturday Night Live. And he's like, hopefully I'll be as popular as Betty White. And I'm like, oh yay, good for him. And then later on, like a couple hours ago, he's like, oh, by the way, regarding that Saturday Night Live post, and he's holding a little picture that says gotcha. And I'm like, man, that kind of fucking sucks, actually.
JK.
That kind of actually sucks.
I like George Takei.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a good sport.
Oh, absolutely.
And I don't know, the fact that he's, openly gay. Not that I'm like super pro gay, but like I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
And but it's cool that all of his success or whatever he did before, like, didn't really get overshadowed by the fact that he was gay. Just, I'm gay.
Right.
And then went on being a truckie guy. And
Yeah.
going to conventions and.
Yeah. No, he's a pretty cool guy. He's got a lot of good jokes every day. But, yeah, there was, some of the other April Fool's news, which we'll get into later. It wasn't as blatant as I thought it was going to be.
On some of them,
you know. I mean, I don't follow Blizzard much, so that one you'll be more familiar with, I'm sure, than I will. But
they do one every year. They've done one every year. Like most of the big guys do, they do one every year. But theirs are usually pretty elaborate.
Right.
They'll have a whole web page set up with screen captures and like almost a working game or something going on. You're like, wait, could you have released this if you wanted to?
Yeah, probably.
How much time and money was spent into this April Fool's joke? Sometimes they go overboard. They've had some funny. For expansions, for like what they're gonna like, what the next class is gonna be for World of Warcraft, or they've done like fake games. Like this one was a fake game,
right?
I almost need to like go through and like make a compendium of like all of the ones that they've done,
right?
Because some of them are pretty funny, but I don't know if the websites are even still up. They might take them down after a certain amount of time. So.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they'll probably be down sometime tomorrow, midday tomorrow or something. But yeah, you've been playing. Yeah, I saw your Facebook post about Cable One yesterday, and I
can't play shit.
Shared the shit out of it. So
I actually did get messaged by someone that I know from around town who actually works there now, and he was like, they're working. They're like. I think they're like replacing some lines. They're having some problems somewhere in their shitty copper wire line. I don't know why they're not just...
Yeah, but it's all over. I mean, it's not like just your neighborhood that's having the problem.
Well, I know. I think they fixed some of the issues, but they're waiting for stuff to come in, I guess. I don't know. Isn't that what they said to you?
Yeah, that's what they said to me back in January.
I just remember that.
January.
I was like, it's like, oh, they're waiting for stuff.
Upstream utilization issues, they said, and they were waiting on like a box or something. I mean, it didn't sound like it was a big deal.
Normally, my upload is okay. Like, it might be a little lower than what I'm used to, but it doesn't ever usually go down to like 2.2 now when it's up to 3. Right. It's like the max. But like yesterday, it was like 6:30. Like, I guess that's prime time, but I mean, God, prime time cannot be when everyone's off work. Like, that can't be. So when everyone's off work, internet's going to be shit. Like, it can't be something that's okay.
Right.
So I did a speed test, and it was like 0.3 up, down, 0.3 up. And I was like, well, this is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to make it this as loud as I can.
Yeah, yeah.
So I made a pretty ridiculous post. Did you read what I put?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just... They were all like normal things, but I worded it in such a way that it was fairly douchey, and which is okay. I'm kind of was the point. And I was like, share this, please, if you're having this problem. Like, I know we're loose. We're not loose. It's not their only market, but God, it is.
Terrible. We don't have any other option really. I mean,
No.
we're starting like CenturyLink's starting to come in and get better, but
this show would not be happening right now if we were still with Cable One.
Right.
Because where we were was a block from where I live.
Right.
And there was like 4 or 5 shows where we're having this ginormous issue.
Right.
I think it was the computer mixed with just shitty internet and it being really bad. So I'm glad that we have CenturyLink and Nathan move, because we wouldn't be able to do the show at all.
Right.
Well, not live anyways. I don't know. Anyways,
I'm just waiting for him to get down to my area.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's times 8 o'clock at night I'm pulling 0.84 down and 0.23 up with a 600 millisecond ping.
It's like, I couldn't.
I can't even hardly watch Netflix on that.
This is how bad it is.
I can't watch Netflix on that.
No, we couldn't. My wife was trying to watch Netflix on her phone, and I have the quality on Netflix set to the second to last one, so it's not even at 1080p.
Right.
And I couldn't even play Hearthstone.
Wow.
I couldn't play a card game.
Wow.
Well, it was like I literally almost lagged out to the point where I missed my turn. You have like a minute and 20 seconds for a turn, or maybe like 45 seconds. It seems like a long time, but when you're playing a game, and you're playing a card game, 45 seconds is kind of an eternity. But yeah, I couldn't even do that. Like it was, I just went to fucking bed. Like I couldn't do anything. I couldn't really search the internet. Like it's one of those things where like, it was literally 1/3 the speed of our shitty 3G speed that we get in town from every provider. Like. And if I'm on 21st Street, I get 4G LTE, and it's like almost as good as my home internet. It's better than my home internet.
Wow.
So apparently, if it wasn't latency issues with mobile, with connecting to mobile towers for gaming, I mean, it's at that point. It's bad.
Have you called anybody yet, or just been doing the Facebook post?
I did a Facebook post only because it was like 7 o'clock at night, and I'm not going to get anyone anyways. Me and a couple of guys are probably going to be spamming their Facebook about every other day for like until it's fixed. Right. I mean, it's going to be the only thing on there. They're either going to have to like remove our posts or it's whenever someone goes to their Facebook page, that's all they're going to see is us complaining about shitty speeds and giving screen captures of times, and I don't know. It's at that point.
Yeah. I love the power of social media.
Yeah. I should turn to Twitter too soon.
Yeah, do it. Turn to Twitter.
Start hashtagging everything.
Yep. Cable One sucks.
Hashtag shit internet. Hashtag slower than 56K. But anyways, move on from that soapbox. So you've just been playing Titanfall or what?
Yeah. I played a little bit of Extinction on Call of Duty today just because my son was online, but pretty much Titanfall. I hit my 4th generation last night.
4th generation?
4th generation.
You're cray-cray.
Yeah.
And the fact that I just said that means that I
half bad.
Should probably get punched in the face.
Elbow. I'm not half bad at it. It's most of the time I do pretty well. I'm not great. I'm not like...
Is there much to talk about with that game mode?
I don't think so. I hate to say I'm almost bored with it, but I'm almost bored with it.
So to you, it's not as good as Zombies?
Is Zombies?
What?
Call of Duty?
Yeah, you're talking about Extinction mode, right?
Oh, I went back to Titanfall.
Oh, I totally squirreled that one when I squirrel.
No, I like Extinction. It's harder than Zombies.
Is it?
Quite a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, quite a bit.
I haven't played it, so I don't know what it's like.
Yeah, like not the new one. We get a new one Wednesday or Thursday, day after tomorrow. We get a new one. But the last one that came out a couple months ago, like you get through your first little 4 waves, and then you've got this like giant boss fight, and like probably the first 10, 15 times I fought him, I couldn't kill him.
Wow, that's pretty
like with my kid, like it was just way overpowered, and then finally I figured it out, and now I can do it pretty much by myself with him watching my back or something. And then by the time we get 2 levels past that boss, we're done. But
done isn't like it's over?
It's like we die.
Oh, that's when you die.
It's rough. It's rough.
And there's no like difficulty changing on it. It's just what it is.
There is. I think there's... Oh, I'm not sure. I know Zombies had an original and like an easy, where there are only 2 difficulties. And if you picked easy, you couldn't complete certain Easter eggs.
Oh, okay.
Some you could, some you couldn't. You couldn't, you just didn't have the option to build certain buildables. So I don't even think we've tried it on Extinction, but I think with Extinction, if you really want to get through it, because there is an end to every episode.
Yeah.
You've really got to play with 3 other guys. You got to have a full team of 4, all each with a different class, knowing what they're doing, and you have to be able to rely on them. And I hate to say it, but I can't really rely on my kid.
No.
So
well,
he's not bad, and he's getting a lot better, but I'm nervous about taking him into a public lobby and playing with 2 other guys that are either going to be shitty and get us killed, or going to be way too serious about it and
care.
Yeah, and care, But maybe we should just give it a shot. I'd like to get through them. I haven't gotten through either of them, and I'm not a big fan of jumping into a random lobby and playing with people because I'm not as hardcore as most of the teams of 3 I'll run into.
You're kind of like me. Maybe where like the multiplayer part of this is where you're hardcore, and those.
Yeah,
it's kind of a relaxing.
Yeah,
kind of a fun.
Zombies is fun, and I'm not
taking it super serious.
It's nice when I can do well with a group of guys and get far, but 9 times out of 10, I'm the guy that's just kind of a step behind, that doesn't know exactly where everything is. Like I might know where most of it's at, but not everything. And they're like, "Go here and do this," and I'm like, "Oh, go where?" And I'm running in circles. And they get all pissed off. I'm like, "Fuck you, dude! That's the time where I'm like, fuck you! It's a video game."
Well, fuck you, it's zombies.
Right.
Like, why are you taking zombies so seriously?
But, yeah, so...
Yeah. So, I guess we could get on to...
Yeah.
I haven't really been able to play anything, so I have nothing to talk about.
We could have transitioned real well there, but you've got Titanfall up on the screen here. So, we'll talk about the anti-cheat being enforced now, and I really like this idea.
When I was reading it, I was like, anti-cheat? Okay, I was going to be banning people, and I read for a little bit more, I'm like, oh, wait, no. They're not banning people. Mm-mm. They're letting them play with each other, and that's it.
Yep.
That's fucking awesome.
You get busted cheating in Titanfall with your aimbot or whatever you got.
I didn't know there was aimbots in that game. Like,
there's aimbots and everything.
Yeah, fuck aimbots. So stupid. But I'm glad that they're not banning them, because I feel like when people get banned, they're like, well, now I got to buy another account. But I feel like if you're just transferred to play with other people that cheat, it's kind of like... Well, now I don't know if it's as easy to buy a new copy.
Most of the developers nowadays, when they ban somebody, they're not just banning like that username. I mean, they're banning the IP address, aren't they?
I mean, I don't know if that's kind of hard to do, because you could just call your internet service provider and get a new IP.
Can you?
Just get one sent to you. So it's not necessarily too bad. If they were banning your like MAC address, then yes, that would be pretty detrimental, because that's the only. I mean, you'd have to get a new NIC in your computer, or your network card in your computer.
All right.
But I don't think that they can. I don't know if they have the information to do that. Sure. Maybe they do, but
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure they do have that information, but I don't know if they're doing that. I've only really heard of a couple that do that, and it's usually only on serious cases,
right?
Where like they're doing it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Right.
Yes, I don't know.
Repeat offenders.
Well, and that's usually only for like action RPGs or MMOs, like
right.
Where they're causing great harm to the economy, or like
right.
like they're more than just an aimbot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I definitely like the route they're taking. If you want to use an aimbot, then you're going to play with a bunch of other guys that are using aimbots and using permacloak or whatever they can come up with.
Yeah, I guess I haven't played enough Titanfall on a large scale to have seen anything. On the PC would be the easiest way to cheat.
Right.
So, although I think this is only for PC, because I don't even know. Like, so for the Xbox 360, there was a way to cheat. I don't know if... Have you heard of anything for the one that's even... I'm assuming it's not as easy to do or impossible.
Well, they've got USB ports, so I don't know. I mean, on the 360, as far as my understanding, that's what guys would do, is they'd plug in their USB card into their computer, download whatever program or file, and then they plug it into their 360. And
what I mean is there had to have been some sort of a hole or something that someone had found out about to be able to do that on the console.
Oh, I'm sure they've cracked it, but
I think so.
Oh yeah, it doesn't ever take them very long, but I haven't really run across anything.
Even in Call of Duty, you haven't really.
I haven't really. You know, there's those guys that you run across and you're just like, that kind of seems a little fishy, but I mean, a little fishy 9 times out of 10 or 99 times out of 100 is going to boil down to latency.
Latency or luck.
Latency or luck, you know. It's like they're going to have tier 1 internet to your cable.
I can't believe
one.
you did that shot. Like, that seems fake, but then you're like, well.
Like, I never have that much range on that shotgun, you know.
Yeah, that could just be latency.
Yeah, so. But, no, I haven't really come across too much where I'm just like flat out, that dude's fucking full of shit. But.
Yeah, like the whole match is like, every kill cam seems super fishy.
Right.
But I don't know.
But I heard a buddy telling me that like right after the one launched and, you know, a majority of the people switched over, they were seeing a lot more cheating in the 360 version of Call of Duty. Like a buddy said there was one guy that literally just stood in the middle of the map and like 5 guys would walk up point blank and just put full clips into him, reload, and he wouldn't die, and then he'd turn around and pop them all. And but I haven't.
I wonder if people just stopped carrying because they're like, oh, I'm gonna get a 1 anyways.
Yeah, I don't know if people stopped carrying or if, you know, Microsoft stopped carrying. Like,
they stopped banning people.
My 360 really doesn't seem to operate quite like it did since before I got my 1. But maybe that's just because the 1's so much cleaner and faster.
Yeah, that could.
The 360 just feels slow.
Well, it'd be like if you were using a nice new phone, you went back and used like an S2 or something. You'd be like, this seems shitty.
Yeah.
Well, it's because it is shitty compared to what you're used to.
Right.
So if we could talk, you want to talk about the Predator?
Absolutely.
That's so cool.
I'm so excited. And it's not an April Fool's joke.
No, yeah.
They actually released
it was announced the day before.
No, they teased it a couple days ago. Last week sometime they teased it on their Twitter account through Instagram. It just said if it bleeds, and then they had a little 6-second video, you know, and it's so you could tell it was one of the new maps, Ruin, and you know, the character that's on screen's panting and he's all nervous and scared, you know, and it's kind of cool, and he's walking around, and then you hear the fucking clicking from the Predator, and then all of a sudden this, you know, silhouette, this fully camouflaged figure comes out from around a corner, and that was the end of the video, you know. And so that was pretty cool, and I was like, well, it's got to be, you know, it's going to be one of their map-specific kill streaks or something, but exactly.
Oh, I fucking love that sound. It's so scary in the movie. Oh.
And so then today they had a Devastation live stream on IGN, and I got in just before they got to the Ruins map. And while I'm watching it, I remembered that in the video when they announced Devastation last week, they had already mentioned the map-specific kill streaks. And on Devastation, the volcano erupts, and you basically get a volcanic version of a mortar strike.
Okay.
And so then I'm kind of like, well, fuck, where's the Predator coming from? You know, is he just gonna like randomly pop out mid-game and just start, hacking people? But it's a second map-specific kill streak.
How awesome would it be if you're just playing on a map and there's nothing anyone can do to make it happen or make it not happen?
Right.
And like he just fucking kills you.
He just fucking kills you.
Like and it had like a special like as soon as he killed you, like the can't pan out and you would see like the death, and then he would just respawn.
Right.
And then he would disappear again. I think that would be pretty cool.
It would be pretty cool.
Just fucking end someone's nice kill streak.
Right. Yeah. No shit. Right.
God damn you, bullshit. Predator!
But I gotta watch a little bit of footage. They did show a little bit of footage of him in action today, and how he works. So he's not going to quite be like the Maniac or Michael Myers. He won't regenerate health.
Okay.
He does bleed green.
Nice.
His cloaking works. If you stand still, you'll go fully cloaked. And then once you start moving again, you kind of slowly come out of that cloak.
Oh, okay.
So like I think you could probably be mostly cloaked and move kind of slowly. And then once you go full run, you've got a second or two. And then you're invisible again.
You don't have a gun anymore, right? You only have like. Do you have like?
No, you've got your shoulder launcher, and you've got your infrared vision. So you can turn your infrared vision on. Your shoulder launcher auto locks.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is going to take a second, but it'll auto lock. You pull I think it was like right bumper. You hit the right bumper, it'll shoot the fucking rocket, and you kill the dude. So,
and then when you melee, I'd hope it would be like the claw.
Yeah, the melee will be the claw. I'm sure you play them right. Hide in your corners and be stealthy. You're gonna make them last quite a while, but you just try to run around and knife people like he's a maniac, and you're gonna get lit up pretty quick. And then I think somebody asked him if there was gonna be like Arnold screaming "get to the chopper" or something. Like once he dies or something. They're like, you're just gonna have to wait and see. So once he dies, we'll
thought
probably
of something then.
Yeah, they thought of something. We'll probably get some scream or something out of the movie, just like we did with Mike. Yeah, something.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper. So
do it. Come on, kill me. Do it.
I'm very excited.
Oh, that's so good.
Very excited. And we've got Clan Wars tomorrow, so I'll be back into Call of Duty this week.
Is that once a month?
No, it's every other week.
Every other week.
So twice a month. Every other Wednesday. It starts at noon. It runs till Monday at noon. For bronze through platinum.
I really wish more than 15 people played that game on PC. I would totally be into that.
Yeah.
Although it seems like quite a few people are playing Titanfall.
Yeah.
A
lot of people.
Consistently for a long period of time, a lot longer than the Call of Duty usually lasts.
Yeah, it's just such a better game. And I'm, when Titanfall was announced and I knew I was going to get my Xbox, and me and my buddies knew we were going to get our Xboxes, we were like, God, once we get Titanfall, we're never going to play Call of Duty again. And then we got into the Clan Wars, and we got into it late. I mean, if we would have gotten into it when it started, then we really wouldn't have much of a reason to play. And then they keep coming out with these nice little
well, they finally have enough RAM to
fan
work with
service
to do this.
They're coming out with these nice little fan services, where they're, you get Michael Myers as a kill streak and Predator as a kill streak. Like, that's a reason to go back and play Call of Duty if you didn't have one. No, yeah, definitely. So
that makes sense.
And they've definitely got some ideas coming up for their other two. So, who's to know what it's going to be? They've been working with, New Line's part of Fox, aren't they?
Oh
God.
I didn't know it was a quiz day.
New Line Cinemas does Freddy and Jason, right? Who did Halloween? Who owns the rights to Mike Myers? Because I know Fox owns the rights to Predator, because they were talking about that today.
Let's see here. God damn it!
Not that Mike Myers.
So Halloween. Let's see here. Is there going to be...
Well, that's the...
Of course they don't have anything
That's
there.
the Rob Zombie version. Which I suppose it's still going to be the same...
Keep talking, I'll find it.
Same company. Anyway, so I suppose if you stay along that same branch of producers and developers, you could probably come up with a pretty educated guess of what they're going to come up with in one of the next DLCs. We might see an Alien or something.
Alien would be kind of cool, but they already have that. They already have, I guess Predator and Aliens aren't together until just recently.
Right.
So
they must both be owned by Fox. So, but yeah, so I'm excited. I already got to try out the new gun. So
to find out what that would be. I'm just gonna type in who owns Michael Myers.
Who owns Michael Myers? Did we talk about Titanfall's April Fool's joke today?
Well, you mentioned...
I mentioned it before the show, but I don't think we talked about it.
I don't remember.
Yet, since we've been recording.
I'm super drunk right now, so I don't know what's going on. I'm kidding. I wish. I actually almost brought a beer today, so I could drink it during the show, but I just forgot. Damn it. No, so yeah, it's... So
yeah, that was the first thing I saw this morning when I turned on Facebook. I win, by the way.
Oh yeah, I hadn't done shit. So it's a lot. I'm not as animated with. Maybe I'm as animated.
Well, you're focused with the keyboard now.
Yeah.
One of the first things I saw on Facebook this morning was April Fool's joke for Titanfall DLC, Optimus Prime DLC, and I was like, that just looks like shit. Was my first reaction. And
did you forget that it was April 1st?
For a moment. Just a moment,
I actually didn't even remember that it was April Fool's until I was... Okay, Sorry, a little tangent here.
Mm-hmm.
I was checking my emails. I get emails from Newegg and Tiger Drag just about deals of the day or whatever. I'm going down legitimate deals of the day, get to the middle, and it's talking about this mini nuclear cube that you can use to power your house for 50 years. I was like, what? I'm like, oh yeah, it's April Fool's. Well, because it didn't click. I was like, why?
Right.
I know this is not correct. Like this is something that doesn't exist, but why is it in the middle of this newsletter? It seems out of place. And then I'm like, oh yeah, April Fool's. Anyways, so they kind of got me. I mean, I knew it was fake when I first read it, but I didn't know why.
Right.
So it's like a half get, I guess.
Right.
Anyway, sorry, continue the story.
So anyways, yeah, I see this, picture of Optimus Prime and
looks like
Titanfall,
shit,
and I'm like,
too.
it looks like shit. And then I, watched the video and it was not super poorly overdone or photoshopped or however they do a insert in a video, but it's poor enough that it only took me a few seconds before I realized, like right there, okay, this is a fucking joke.
Well, it's one of those things where like they probably rigged and actually made this guy. Like this probably is a real thing that they rigged and animated, but you can tell by how poorly it's made that they didn't spend time on it on purpose to make it not look that real.
Right.
But God, oh, it's so terrible.
I like this part though. You've only got the screen in the middle.
Oh yeah, because of his windows. That's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. So that was the first thing I saw this morning.
That's great. If anyone watches on YouTube, I'll put the document with all the links in the description. I'll put a public one in the description so that it just click on all the links today, because we're not looking at a lot of videos, but
Right.
that's where we're at. Let's see, where are we at? Oh, do you want to keep going along with April Fool stuff?
April Fool stuff. What else do we got here?
We got Frostbite.
Oh God.
Frostbite being dicks.
Frostbite's a bunch of dicks. Frostbite's April Fool's joke was a picture on Twitter. It says, Frostbite now runs on the Wii U, #Wii U. Since it's the most powerful Gen 4 platform, our renderer is now optimized for Mario and Zelda. That's really funny and really cruel at the same time. And they later this afternoon EA released an apology.
Well, yeah, EA was like, oh, we totally didn't approve that, those douches. Although
somebody got fired.
Oh, I'm sure someone didn't get fired, but they probably got talking to about putting stuff on social media like that. Although I really wish that the one thing I love about the non-AAA big boys like Activision, that kind of stuff, is, someone that's super small that doesn't have any shareholders, they can do this shit. And it doesn't matter because the shareholders aren't going to be mad at them. It's not going to affect anything. But they got to be, I don't know, professional or whatever.
Right.
Professional? Who's professional? You got to live in the gray, man.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know.
Right on that median. Don't cross this line.
And if you do, oh well.
Oh well. Don't cross this line.
And then we got Blizzard's.
Blizzard's really elaborate.
They always do an elaborate
joke.
one.
I watched the little opening video, which was a nice throwback to the 80s 8-bit.
Well, that's actually the opener for Street Fighter.
Right.
Street Fighter 2 maybe, or all of them.
Double Dragon or something, wasn't it?
Maybe it was Double Dragon.
I think it was Double Dragon.
That's right. It was Double Dragon. I was thinking Street Fighter there for a second.
Yeah.
But yeah, they basically what they did was they made a fake game, fighting game, which of course Blizzard does not have a fighting game, right? Which they may now. I don't know. They've been going into all the realms. They're in the card games now, and they got Heroes of the Storm, which is a MOBA game, which they've been wanting to do that for a long time, but ever since the original Dota came out. But basically, they just took random characters, like that make no sense,
right?
Like
just
the battle
totally
cruiser.
Random.
I guess I can look here at the fighters. We got Arcturus Minx, who is... Oh, I guess maybe he has the battle cruiser that he can come help fight with him. Maybe that's part of the fatality or something. Deckard Cain, Olgra, just the ogre. Liddy Rayner.
beloved wife of Gigi Flu.
I don't know.
Who's dead. I don't know, from
know.
Soul Calibur 2, apparently.
Oh, I was like,
But I really
don't
like
understand
scroll
that.
up a little bit to these screenshots and click on that first one where it says finisher.
Oh yeah, and it's a Baneling.
No, I really like up in the health bar it says swipe credit card for health.
I didn't read that. Oh, that's fucking great.
That was one of my favorite
Oh
parts.
god.
And then they had
They got Dirt Devil.
um
Yeah, they didn't have a battle cruiser.
Battle cruiser?
Battle cruiser, one of the fighters. Baneling, which Baneling is literally a unit that as soon as it has one attack, it explodes for area damage and then it's gone.
nice.
So I don't know what the hell you
He's
do
gonna
with-
walk up and explode.
and just I don't know.
Oh, it even gives basic moves.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Down, forward, down, forward, down, forward. And then Treasure Goblin from Diablo.
Nice.
I mean,
Nice.
you
Yeah,
know,
the treasure goblin.
yeah,
Yep.
doesn't attack back.
Just runs away.
The Reaper and the Gamma. I don't know.
That's
Anyways, it's
funny.
just it's got the Hyperion Bridge and like legitimately like decent looking. God, Tempest Keep.
They
It's
even
from
had
WoW.
a concept art of a controller. It was really funny. The joystick was a fucking mace, like the ball with the spikes on it.
Oh, peripheral.
Right there it
Oh
is.
God.
Mace.
So
So
it's
it's 32 buttons and a credit card slot.
And a place for a drink. Oh,
And
that's
a place
great.
for your drink.
Oh yeah, and then the joystick is a
Ergonomic design. It's a mace. That's funny. Yeah.
well, it's a not a mace. It's a what is that called? A ball and chain, basically,
It's a
but it's
mace.
the ball from it.
It's a mace.
Sure.
It is.
Is that what a mace
Yeah,
is?
that's what a mace is.
I always thought a mace was a blunt object. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, they did a good job.
Yeah, they did a
They
good
always
job.
do a good job.
So,
And
and then you had a link on for the best and worst April Fool's jokes in gaming. It must be all time, I take it.
yeah,
I didn't
It's
see
kind
this.
of in gaming. We'll just briefly go. Jesus. Let's see. Nestor added to Smash Brothers. I don't know what the fuck that is. Zero effort was put in to figure out what some of these were. Blizzard, the Outcasts, Optimus Prime joins.
This must be from today. Oh yeah, Google
Google
Maps
adds
added Pokemon into their maps
Yeah.
today. That's
I saw
hilarious.
That. That's great. Douches. Francis plays the first 30 minutes of Half-Life 3, which is one of the most
Wow.
anticipated games
Right.
to get released. Skullgirl's fake character.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Flappy Bird
Epic lore
lore.
behind Flappy Bird.
Nice.
Armor 3 gets cart DLC, which I'm assuming. I don't know what that. I don't know. I have to watch
Armor
this for
3
a
is
second.
like one of the most realistic war games.
Yeah, I just don't know what the cart.
It's funny.
Oh, like Mario Karts.
It's-
Okay.
No, this is a Jean-Claude video. Have you seen that on the fucking airplane?
Mm-mm.
Or no, it's not airplane. It's fucking. They're semi trucks, and it's a Volvo.
Oh,
A Volvo commercial,
right. And he's doing splits.
and he does the splits on them, like live action while they're moving. Yeah, that's funny.
Creepy fake persona. I don't know what that is. I don't know what Nuclear Throne is. Happy Reaper. That's like Flappy Bird, but with.
Nice.
I forgot. I didn't see that. I forgot about this one.
That's funny.
Where basically you reap souls as you
Right.
fly by. That's
funny.
Let's see. Call of Duty Ghosts get some new matches. YOLO.
Oh yeah, they got they renamed all the playlist names for the day.
Was that for today?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
So like Team Deathmatch is called Pew Pew, and Search and Destroy is called YOLO. You only live once. And
what do we got here? We got
yeah, bring 'em up.
transfer, set
all
up.
the guns is gun
set us
game.
Up the bomb.
Yeah, set us up the bomb is Search and Rescue.
Bro, do you even cap?
Yeah, it's domination.
That's nice. Wolfpack of one
is free for all. Tic Tac Foe is Team Tactical. Sickness is Infected. Transfers, Blitz, and PCP is Cranked. Tags or it didn't happen is Kill Confirmed. Yeah,
That's great.
they actually did that for the day.
And then Neverwinter now has playable dragons. I mean,
All right.
it's I think Neverwinter is a kind of it's an MMO-ish pay to win type game.
Apple #1 joins Mighty #9.
I don't know what that means. You know what I'm gonna do? Look in the comments. Oh god, because maybe someone will. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, he's showing him into the game, and then I'm assuming something's gonna happen.
Oh,
God.
wow.
So yeah, pretty good character there. I don't know. That's funny. The Chris Crimson Fighter, a ripe and ready to go.
That's funny.
That's all right.
All right.
Yeah, super funny. Guild Wars 2, they gave everyone bobbleheads today.
Witcher 3 mocap gone wrong. Garrus gets a body pillow.
I really wish we had a second monitor, only for this specific type of stuff. I need to set it up. So basically, this is just a Witcher 3 mocap. I'm assuming somebody's going to freak out.
Yeah, he's going to cut somebody with a sword or something.
Talking through a phone. I don't know. A bit more intensity. A bit more aggressive. Like, it looks really good.
Right.
No. I want to see the second portal. Still feels a little bit feminine. The standard pose of. Oh, that's great. Alright, you can be done with this shit.
Yeah.
Other stuff, don't care.
Oh, that's funny. Actually, Garrus on a bodybuilder.
Oh,
That's
from
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's funny.
So I guess we could fin out the general news with Valve. Valve loses 3 people, VR veterans, to Oculus VR. So apparently Facebook is not hurting them.
Wow.
I don't. The only thing I can assume is what everyone hopes they do. What people have been thinking, because I watched what's his name from Rev3 Gaming.
Oh, Adam Sessler.
Adam Sessler. Yeah, he was talking about it, and he actually thinks it's a good thing. But he's only seeing the positive side of it.
Right.
I'm a child of divorce, so I only see negative sides, I think. But if they don't interfere, I think it's going to be great.
Right.
There's so much. Facebook has so much fucking money.
You know, the Kickstarters are pissed. They're demanding refunds.
No, that is a little bit of bullshit.
Yeah. Was it?
No. Not that they're.
Oh.
I'm saying it's bullshit that I didn't even think about that until just now. That they. I mean, I don't know how much Kickstarter money that they got, and then they just sell it.
Yeah.
Make $2 billion. Like, that seems a little.
That's a little
shady.
sketchy. Yeah.
I mean, it's just only because of the fact that, like, it's kind of going back on what everyone always does for, I don't know. We're supporting you.
Yeah, we support you. Want to
then,
make this awesome thing? We say, okay, we're going to give you the money,
and then even release it.
It's not even released.
And
yeah,
and you already sell it to someone.
They sell it. Yeah. So
they better be doing something for those people, like a discount or I don't know,
free Oculus Rifts or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Or just a discount of maybe what they paid in.
Yeah, I don't know, but I know a lot of them were pissed.
Yeah,
I know they were getting death threats, and
Well, I mean,
people were.
To be honest,
a lot of people are scared of Facebook nowadays.
If you change anything in a game, people send you death threats. Mm-hmm. So that's just common. That's what happens in America when there's no one really watching the internet like that. But
so, you want to talk about the PlayStation Plus?
Sure.
Stuff this week.
There wasn't. I was really looking for more PlayStation news.
Yeah,
like I wanted it to exist. Stuff? Well, they haven't really been. I don't know. They just really haven't been doing a lot.
Well, they had Infamous Second Son come out last week.
That was last
their
week.
Big game.
Oh, so I totally didn't mention this last week. Before we move on, Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls was released
right
on Tuesday.
It was.
I've been so busy with like my new job and then daycare and then like having like almost no time.
Right.
I knew it was coming out at the end of the month, but I kind of just forgot about it. I got home from the show and I was like, "Oh, this game got released." Like I didn't talk about it. I play this game all the time. So,
oops.
Yeah. Well, it's just, anyways, it's pretty fun.
Is it good?
Adventure mode is fun. Which basically you don't have to keep replaying the storyline over and over again to get gear. You load into a zone. There's different zones that you are different acts that you can get into, and then in those acts you can teleport to all the different places, and you do something specific in those areas. You do 6 things, and then you complete it, and then you get some loot and some more gold and a little bag of tricks, and then if you get enough of a specific item that drops, then you can open up a rift, and then it's like between like 3 and like 7 layers or levels of a dungeon,
right?
And at the end there's a boss, and you kill him, and it's pretty good. I think it's I don't know how long it'll be fun, but I've done probably 5 of them when my internet allows me to play a game, so it's not too bad. Anyways, so on PlayStation free this week is going to be Batman Arkham City on the PS3, which, I mean, it's a really good game.
Yeah, it's a great game.
So congratulations, you got a free $60 game. Mercenary Kings for the PS4. That one's a little bit weird. I have it on the PC. It's just a shoot 'em up, frantic game, kind of like Contra.
Oh, nice.
I didn't realize it was released yet because I bought it when it was in early access. Right. So it must be released now, or it's just early access free, and then whenever it's out, you get to play it. And then Obscure, the Aftermath for PS3 is discounted. I don't know what that game is.
And then The Amazing Spider-Man is discounted DLC.
Yeah, PS3 Vita DLC. Cool. So that's this week. You'll get free. So many free games for the
right.
I think it's 3. I think there'll be 3. I think there's 3 free PS3 games, 1 PS4 game, and then 1 Vita game. I think a month.
Wow.
So, yeah.
This month on Xbox on 360 until the 15th we get Hitman Absolution, and then after that we get I think it's called Daylight something. I forget what it was called. You should try to look it up. Actually, it sounded like 2 decent titles, so I forget what. I haven't played Daylight or.
Hopefully, it'll be some stupid April Fool's
thing.
I'm
sure it's a arcade game, but
Hitman. What the fuck's the other one? Deadlight.
That's the one I was.
I'm not sure what that is.
I've heard about it. I think it got good ratings, but I don't really remember.
Thank you for giving me 6.5.
6.5.
So Metacritic 78 and user average 7.3. So
2-year-old game.
Yeah. Congratulations, free 2-year-old game.
Yay. Well, so is Hitman.
Yeah.
So
thanks, guys.
Anyways, they're supposed to be getting better. They're talking about them getting better and being more competitive with the PlayStation Now or whatever they're going to start calling it, PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
And then the 360 got an update today, which was mostly back-end stuff, but then they also got some video rental changes or game rental. I don't really remember.
Well, they got some smart glass stuff. Well, some let's see here.
Xbox Video. So yeah, video rentals. You can start. You can now transfer over basically from your one to your 360 to your one, or vice versa. If you rent it on 360, then you can go on your one and watch it.
And Windows 8 and Windows Phone 8
and your smart glass and
apparently XboxVideo.com. Do you know about that? I didn't see that when I was reading it, or I for some reason just completely skipped over that. I'm gonna put that in and see what. Oh, okay.
Nice.
So apparently they have their own
takes you right to
streaming service?
Apparently they do now.
I didn't know they had one.
Well.
Oh, okay. So it'll be like...
It's a rental. It's like Vudu or...
Well, I wonder what it links to, though. If it's its own thing or... No, it's just straight up through your Microsoft account. Huh.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool, I guess. But yeah, the smart glass stuff, what was it? Easier navigation, the ability to sort friends list by online status, and the ability to receive Xbox Live alerts from your mobile device.
Yep.
So, I mean,
which we already kind of had some. Like if I get a message, somebody sends me a message, my phone goes off and tells me that I've got a message, and I can check it right on my phone and reply from my phone.
So originally, when we heard about smart glass, I think I remember us talking about it. This was a while ago. This would have been like towards the beginning of the show, maybe like when we first started doing the show. And it seemed like we were kind of excited about it. It seemed like it was really cool, and maybe they're going to add some functionality in the games, blah, 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 blah. Have you used it at all when you're actually playing a game? Or have you had anyone help you use it? Or have you...
Let me think.
Have you used like the Battlefield stuff with it? Or did you even get Battlefield?
No, I got it, and I got it on the 360, and I played it up until Ghost came out, and...
Or is it just too new that no one's really...
They're not... They haven't fully utilized it yet, and I think they utilize it more for the tablet apps than they do for the phone apps because your screen's so much smaller. Yeah. And like Battlefield's second screen, you had to have the Battlelog app, and for Ghost, you got to have the Call of Duty app. But Smart Glass is mainly used for videos. Like, you know, if I want to watch Game of Thrones, you know, my Xbox can tell that that's what I'm watching, and I can, you know, check behind the scenes stuff on my Smart Glass app.
No, it's kind of
so
cool though.
I mean, they do use it, they do utilize it. It just hasn't really reached that potential yet, and I think a lot of developers are still just a little bit sketchy of how they're going to utilize second screen features.
I mean, tablets are pretty prominent in houses, but they're not that prominent.
Not quite yet, you know.
It's not like everyone, you know, before it was... Most people have a personal computer. Now, everyone has a personal computer, but laptops or tablets are probably like one in every 4 homes. Probably. Right. I mean, I can't...
Yeah, we don't have one yet. So
I don't have one, and I'm a pretty techie guy. So
yeah.
I don't have a real one. I bought some shitty one off of Tiger Direct or something.
Yeah, I kind of refuse to do that.
But
if I'm going to get one, I'm going to get an iPad.
No. Well, if I'm going to get one, I'm just going to get something. But something better. It was just, I was kind of like, it's just like $40. I'm going to see what it's like. And I was like, no, it was back when I thought it was going to be. So
you get what you pay for.
Yeah. I'm going to go wipe my ass with this and throw it away.
Yeah.
So...
And then, Xbox named their new head of, or Microsoft named their new head of Xbox, being Phil Spencer.
Yeah, and they're adding him to the round table. Looks like too, which is pretty cool. He'll be in on the main decisions,
right?
And he's really pushing to integrate the gaming part of Microsoft into all the products and making it seamless, more seamless than it has been.
Right.
Which is cool. I mean, anytime anyone wants to go to bat for something they believe in, and it's something that we enjoy,
right,
then I'm always going to be a little excited about that.
And he's already gone out and stated that E3 is going to be much more game focused this year for them than it was last year. A lot of people were upset last year that they focused on the overall use of the Xbox One and the one entertainment type unit household.
I'm not even that tired. I don't know why I'm
yelling. So we should see a lot of good stuff. Hopefully we get some Halo news, and we'll definitely get Call of Duty news that time. And
I've been seeing this at Xbox, or that's what I was looking at. I don't remember, but I saw an article I didn't put in here because it wasn't too prominent or too long, and it was didn't really care that much. But basically, the small guys, indie developers, they're turning their head a little bit around, and they're not getting treated poorly as they were, as they were in years, even in recent memory, but. Apparently, the last 6 months has been, or a year, whatever. I'm not sure what the time frame is. Has been pretty good, and they're making some headway with being treated as equals a little bit more than they were before. Because I guess they were kind of being. It was set up in a way where there was one guy, and that one guy would choose if your game was going or not going. Like there wasn't like a committee. There wasn't a group of people. But that's changed, and they've added some more people, and they're going to they're making a team basically to be able to go in and look at these games and really, make a real decision. Not, I don't really know you, I don't care, so no, so that's good. Hopefully it works out better than it has been in the past, because that's kind of one of the things that PlayStation was always beating down our throats about. So. Maybe they'll not be the only person really treating the indies well.
Nice. Yeah. They need to treat the indie developers way better than
Well,
they
it's
have
kind of
been.
the fad right now. I mean, eventually those guys are going to be mainstream and not be indie anymore. But right now they're indie, and
Right.
we need them.
Yes. So it looks like our last bit of news is releases.
Yeah, I'd never. This is the first time I've ever seen someone do an actual list of DLC releases for a month.
Where'd you come up with this at?
I don't remember. I have a group.
It's the first time I've seen anybody do this, and I would love to give the guy a shout out, but
It was a website. It wasn't anything. It wasn't a specific person. It was
Nice.
just. I think it was on n4g.com.
oh, sure. We got
I think that's where I got it from.
a
I don't know.
Matchbox
They-
20 pack for Rocksmith coming out today, along with an Insurgent pack for Killzone Shadowfall in North America.
So Rockstar is still a thing.
Rocksmith.
Rocksmith is still. Oh yeah.
They had a new one. They came out
I
with
was
a new
thinking
one.
of the other game.
Right.
Rocksmith is actually a good game. Well, it's a good teaching game.
Right. And this is their second game. They had-
Okay, that's right.
Yeah,
that's
they
right.
just came out with the new one. So, and then in Europe, tomorrow they get Killzone Shadowfall Insurgent pack. And tomorrow all DLC goes free for God of War Ascension on the PS3.
Yeah, that's kind
nice.
of.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I didn't read this list. I just saw it and kind of browsed over it. But that's one of those things I missed.
The third Masters of the World God and Spy edition comes out.
I don't know what that is.
The Devastation map pack for Call of Duty comes out for the Xbox One and 360 on the 3rd. Storm of Vengeance DLC for Warhammer 40k comes out on the 3rd.
Did you ever see that or play that?
I've seen it, but I haven't played it.
I played the beta. It was only one level, and it was pretty fun. I never bought it. I'm actually thinking about why I didn't buy it. It's actually a pretty fun game.
Yeah, I've heard good things about them. A Realm Reborn beta 4th through 7th for Final Fantasy 14.
God damn those Final Fantasy 14, 19.
April
This is the
4th.
19th installment of Final Fantasy 14. Jesus, I wish they would stop with that.
Yeah,
naming.
they need to stop. Oh,
Pokemon.
For Pokemon X and Y, you get Magmar and Electabuzz on April 4th. April 8th, Naval Strike DLC for Battlefield 4 comes out in North America. It is already out on PC.
Is it?
Well, I probably got April Fool's on that. I think that was today. They said that came out today for PC.
I would be really surprised
be.
if PC
Probably
got an expansion or a DLC before the consoles.
Before the consoles?
Mainly
Yeah.
because they pay big bucks for
I
that.
probably got
so.
April Fooled on that.
Oof, get some
God,
Killer
got me.
Instinct stuff.
Yes,
bro.
I'm excited for this one too.
'Cause
Full
you get
Gore
these,
comes
don't
out
you?
April 9th. I do get him. I will get
And
him.
arcade mode online lobbies.
Yeah, arcade mode and online.
Nice.
lobbies.
People can
Yeah.
start. That's online lobbies arcade mode. I'm assuming that will be really good for training when you're not in the same room with someone.
Well, yeah, and we've got there's not a traditional arcade mode right now, but there is a survival mode where you just play on and on.
oh, okay.
But in arcade mode, it'll be, a
little bit of
8 characters or 4 characters
Some
you're going
sort
to
of-
fight against, and you'll get
some sort of a shitty
ending.
story
Yeah.
ending. Yeah.
So, but that'll be nice.
Ooh, Borderlands 2 DLC.
Borderlands 2 DLC.
Another one. Jeez, they've been doing this like once a month.
Sir Hammerlock versus Son of
Cromorax.
Cromorax.
He was a boss in.
That comes out April 15th.
God, was Cromorax? He was a boss in either the first one or the original, like the original one DLC, or
Really
this
don't remember.
Borderlands 2 without the DLCs. I can't remember.
Don't remember. And then on the 22nd, Cold Heart DLC for Batman Arkham Origins.
And did you play Origins?
I did not. That was the only one I
I
had.
wish Tom was here. I know Tom played Origins. Tom, we miss you.
Yeah.
It's like an empty spot where you should be sitting. Bullshit.
And
No.
then we've got some more detail, some more DLC just throughout the month, not date specific, but Infamous Second Son will get a Paper Trail series throughout April. Grand Theft Auto 5, we get a Moon Landing. You got a question mark there, maybe. Forza 5, we get some DLC coming. Car Mechanic Simulator 2014.
What the hell is that?
4x4.
Car Mechanic Sim? I didn't know people were wanting
Dude,
to
we're getting
simulate.
Goat Simulator. It's real. They made it fake and then they made it real because it was so popular. Goat Simulator.
Okay, what the hell is Goat Simulator? Have you?
You get to walk around and be a goat.
What? What's this? What's this for?
It's on Steam. It's on PC.
It's just a game.
It's just a game.
That is
somebody's like, one of the tags was somebody was like, I licked a car through the fence and it blew up. It's like, I don't know. It's just like somebody made a fake little, Goat Simulator video, and it gained so much popularity, and people were like, I would totally buy that game. And so they made it real.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. And then Outlast is getting a whistleblower PC.
Oh, God.
That's on PS4 and PC. I've heard quite a bit about that game.
Car Mechanic Simulator? That's got to be one of the least played games on the planet. I don't even know how that's possible. I literally don't know how that's possible. So not only is it, nothing against people that are mechanics. Like, it's a good profession, nothing against it as a job. But who the hell wants to do a fake game about fixing cars? Or
maybe it really teaches you stuff. Maybe it would really teach you how to pull apart a...
Flight Simulator doesn't teach me how to really fly.
Sure it does.
No, it teaches me that I can fly a Boeing 747 between the Golden Gate Bridge. If I really want to.
If you really wanted to.
I understand that might be possible in real life, but that's not... I don't know. Of course, that was like Flight Simulator 98 or something when I was playing. So it was flat ground with some buildings and bridges. I don't know.
Oh...
Anything else that you want to talk about?
No, that's it. I can't think of anything else. I will let you all know next week how it is to be the Predator. I'm excited for that.
Dude, that's so ridiculous that they're... I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Will you record something?
Yeah, I will.
Jesus.
I will.
Go through the new maps,
go
maybe.
I'll do
Talk
something.
about some new maps.
I'll do something.
Jeez.
Well, it's a hassle because if I plug in my
gotta
computer, I can't watch
unplug
Netflix.
something.
I have to unplug it and I have to reach around and jerk myself off 20 times.
They do this thing. It's the brand new concept where it's a box that you can plug in multiple things to, and then that box has one plug-in to one thing.
The Xbox will still recognize that I'm passing through something, and it won't let me watch videos.
You've tried one? I don't believe you. I do not believe you.
I'll bet you. Go buy me one. All right, that's it for us. I'm Johnny525.
SC Sampson. We'll see you guys next week.
I'm not even angry. I'm being so sincere right now. Even though you broke my heart and killed me and tore me